Hi there guys, Harvey again for another Palace Daily. Thank you so much for your comments yesterday. I really liked the feedback on the whole Allardyce situation at Everton, what they do next, you know, that sort of discussion. I really liked some of your comments and really enjoyed getting back in touch with you. So thank you for commenting, thank you for liking, and everyone who's viewed it. Today obviously is the day after the England squad was announced for the World Cup, and I did touch on it in yesterday's video, but I filmed that before it was actually announced. So looking back on it, obviously the likes of Wilshere and Hart, two of the main players that are out of that squad, and they were kind of leaked the day before, so we did touch on that yesterday. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on the England squad. A lot of people have put their thoughts down in the last video, and I've acknowledged that. Very happy Loftus-Cheek is in, really happy. A lot of Palace fans, and this is one of the questions I was going to ask you, you guys, do you think Loftus-Cheek will be at Palace next season? Now, a lot of Palace fans don't think he will, and think that the World Cup, him being in the squad, is basically our chance of signing him gone, because he's now playing for England. He's in the shop window, if you like, and he's the biggest tournament in the world in sport, and you don't expect him to sign for Palace after that. For me, I don't think he will sign for us. I just want to put it out there, but I'm much more optimistic that we'll have a chance than a lot of other Palace fans, because you know, it just goes to show Chelsea didn't give him a chance. He comes on loan to Palace, and one season at Palace, starting whenever he's fit, he starts most of our games, and he gets picked for England in the World Cup. I'm just saying, so, you know, Loftus-Cheek will know. He's not thick, you know. He'll know that being at Palace this season has got him in the World Cup. If he didn't go to Palace and stayed at Chelsea, or maybe even went to another club, I doubt he would have got the call up. So that can only go into playing to our hands, if you like. So there is a slim chance, but I wouldn't judge him at all. And I wouldn't have any bad words to say about him if he picked another club over Palace next season, or if he stayed at Chelsea, to be honest. So let me guys know your thoughts on the World Cup squad and England and everything. And also carrying on this thing with England, because it's obviously heating up to the World Cup now, so a bit less talk on Palace at the moment. How far do you think England can go in this World Cup? Because it's a very young team, very inexperienced team in terms of major tournaments, not many caps across the squad, and there's not many key figures is the wrong word, but not many leaders. So we've got Gary Cahill there, Henderson, Kane is also captain of Spurs, so you've got those three as the senior figures, I'd say, in the team. But apart from that, there aren't too many senior figures that have been there in the England squad for a number of years now, which is also one of the reasons said yesterday why I thought Joe Hart should have gone, not to play, but as a key figure in the dressing room. But yeah, so with a young squad, I'd say if we can get to the quarter-final, that is a really successful World Cup for us, seeing as it's been about 12 years since we last got through a knockout game in a major international competition. I think if we could get to round of 16, beat Poland or Colombia, which is probably, you know, looking at Poland and Colombia's group, that's probably the two teams that are going to go through. If we can beat one of them, which is not going to be easy, they're both very good teams, and I think Poland, for me, one of the underdogs. Also, let me know who do you think will be an underdog for the World Cup. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on that. But if we can get through those and get to a quarter-final and play, I don't know who we'd play then. I think it's possibly France, and I'm not sure who the other possible team could be, but I think France is a team we could play in the quarter-final if we get there. If we get to quarter-final and go out in the quarter-final, I'd be happy with that, because I think that's great progression and it's great signs for the future with a young England team. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the World Cup squad that has officially been announced now. Loftus-Cheek, do you think he could have any chance at staying at Palace next season? And also, how far do you think this young England team can go in the World Cup? Thank you so much, guys. Like I said, I'm in the car. I'm just going to the station now because I'm on my way to Liverpool for the Liverpool Marathon's going on tomorrow, and I'm going to be selling socks with this company I work for called Yamatune, Japanese brand of socks. They're really cool socks, actually, but sports socks are up there at the marathon when it all finishes. So that's where I'm going now on the trek up to Liverpool, so wish me luck with that. But guys, thank you so much. Get commenting down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.